Yes, I have. Yes. I have made gambas a la plancha, and even though I'm Jewish, I'm not very kosher. My name is Inon Barnatan. I'm the music director of La Jolla SummerFest. To be a musician and to be a cook is a never-ending quest for quality of ingredients, quality of detail, and enjoyment out of things that are not essential necessarily, but enriching. A tomato is a tomato, but a great tomato is special. And music can be great, but great music played beautifully and with attention to detail and with passion is transformative. So for me, it's seeking those details and that quality is a very enjoyable lifelong quest. SummerFest is such an incredible collection of people and musicians and venue. So my hope is that by bringing wonderful musicians and putting pieces together, programming pieces together that would illuminate one another, that would make you hear one next to the other in a different way, is to really create experiences and create concerts that certainly I've tried to create concerts that I wouldn't want to miss, and I'm trying to create that for the audience as well. For me, being music director and programming is such an incredible opportunity to bring the people that I want to play the pieces that I want to hear, but also creating a sandbox in which to experiment, to figure out what is the role of a 21st century musician. How do you create a concert experience that you would want to go to? All these questions, and how do you create collaborations between people that would elevate and create something that's greater than the sum of its parts. So all these questions are things that I am really, really interested in my life all the time, and to be able to have a canvas to do that with. I think a 21st century musician can't just sit and play or stand and play. They have to be a thinking musician. I think we're much more than ever are interested in ideas and how music impacts our lives and how the concert experience is relevant to us. So I think a 21st century musician has to discover all the different ways in which you can achieve that. We have so many avenues and so many ways to both to expose people to music and expose ourselves to music. So so just to experiment with how you do things in a way that's right to you. The Conrad Previs Performing Arts Center is an incredible opportunity. I think the environment in which you experience music is incredibly important. The acoustics, what it looks like as well, your experience from the moment that you walk through the door. We were very lucky that somebody like Toyota, the acoustician, was able to create a hall that is only 500 seats, so relatively small hall, and create such a beautiful acoustic that you still, from every seat in the house, experience the music personally and intimately. So I feel like in some ways, that's the most important role of a musician, is to communicate. So to be able to be in a hall where you have such a direct line, both acoustically and visually, to every member of the audience is something that's pretty unique and pretty wonderful. For the first time, I think in SummerFest, we have a theme or a connecting tissue, and transformation is basically a word that summarizes it, but mainly how music comes from other music, how composers transform themselves, their music throughout their lifetime, how they transform other composers' music. How does one art form transform another art form? So getting to explore all these different questions from different angles and thinking about them as well as hearing those transformations is something that I was really interested in exploring. I hope that people here appreciate what an amazing thing was built here, the Conrad Performing Arts Center. And I hope they get to experience the passion that went into creating SummerFest and become part of our community.